Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to 3 News Now. I'm Stephanie Haney, and today we have your top stories from WKYC.com and our WKYC app. Thank you for being here with me on this Monday, June 6th. These are the stories here on 3 News Now that matter most to you, because these are the stories that you are clicking on, reading, and sharing from our website and from our app. And we start off with an update on another civil lawsuit filed against Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson. Now, we knew that this lawsuit was coming because the lead attorney for 22 plaintiffs, Tony Busby, had mentioned that there would be another lawsuit coming in. So that was filed today in Harris County, Texas. And this lawsuit alleges allegations very similar to the other things that we have seen alleged against quarterback Deshaun Watson in the sexual misconduct arena. The 23rd accuser, who has now filed a lawsuit, is being represented by someone else. But 3 News did obtain this latest 24th lawsuit. And I do need to note that Deshaun Watson has maintained his innocence throughout this and has alleged no wrongdoing. But this 24th person alleged some very disturbing behavior, alleged that she had seen Deshaun Watson on 2 separate visits, all within a week of each other, during her running of a small business, a private massage small business of her own, and that the meetings took place at her apartment. There was an abrupt meeting that she described in which Deshaun Watson is accused of leaving early with no misconduct during that case. But then in a second massage session, he is accused of sexual misconduct, and the particulars of the accusations, again, similar to what has been alleged previously, are on WKYC.com. It does involve him allegedly placing his bodily fluids on this woman. So you can see those specific allegations on WKYC.com. Now, Cleveland City Council is expected to vote today on calling for the Cleveland Browns to remove FirstEnergy Stadium's name, to remove FirstEnergy from the stadium's name. It was a resolution that was introduced 2 weeks ago by Brian Casey, a council member, asking that the naming rights sponsor, FirstEnergy, be removed from Cleveland Browns Stadium. Now, if it passes, it won't require that FirstEnergy remove its name from Cleveland Browns Stadium, but it will stand as an official statement against the company following its role in the House Bill 6 scandal. This is the scandal in which FirstEnergy admitted to a $60 million bribery scheme. Councilperson Casey said, simply, I don't believe that the municipally owned stadium that the Cleveland Browns play in should bear the name of this tainted company. The sign, seen as people enter into Cleveland, gives the impression that they represent the city, and this is false. So the stadium initially opened in 1999, and then FirstEnergy purchased the naming rights in 2013 with a 17-year, $102 million deal. So 17 years from 2013 puts us all the way to 2030. Well, in a 2021 agreement with the Justice Department, FirstEnergy agreed to pay a $230 million penalty after admitting that it funneled $60 million into a nonprofit secretly controlled by former Ohio House Speaker Larry Householder to pass House Bill 6. And what HB 6 did was it bailed out 2 nuclear power plants, and it was worth an estimated $1.3 billion to FirstEnergy. Householder and 4 associates and a dark money group were indicted on racketeering charges. Householder has pleaded not guilty and is awaiting trial in federal court. And we'll keep you posted on how that vote goes in City Council and whether there is any reaction from the Cleveland Browns and FirstEnergy to the vote, either way that it goes. Now, some shocking news today out of Akron. An Uber Eats delivery driver was reportedly dragged 50 feet. This is as a driver had called police, or police had responded to an area where a 23-year-old driver was hurt. This was on Rocky Brook Drive on Saturday afternoon, and the victim told police that she had left her car running in order to make a delivery at an apartment complex, and then when she returned to her car, there was a woman sitting behind the wheel, and the car owner reached for the door handle, but the person behind the wheel took off and dragged the victim about 50 feet, and the driver was taken to a local hospital after suffering injuries to her arms. The car was recovered, a 2008 Chevrolet Impala. It was found a couple of hours later. If anyone has any information, they are asked to contact the Akron Police Department. The driver is described as a black female in her early to mid-20s and was last seen wearing a headscarf and a black shirt at the time of the incident. Also, a lot of unrest in the Willowick area. Multiple juveniles were arrested, and this was following fights at St. Mary Magdalene Parish Festival in Willowick. So the decision was made to actually close the festival early, but the problems continued. Fights kind of spilled into the business area along Vine Street in that area, and police say they had to deploy a pepper ball gun in order to get the crowd to disperse. Everyone arrested was under the age of 18, including one male who was found to be in possession of a handgun. Now, the handgun wasn't presented and shots were never fired. We're still looking into why this happened at this festival in Willowick, and as we have more information, we'll bring that to you. Now let's turn to the social media and the entertainment world, sort of, because Elon Musk is threatening to walk away from his $44 billion deal to buy Twitter. He's accusing the company of refusing to give him information about spam bot accounts. You know, those fake accounts that spam your comments and your replies. Well, he is not necessarily certain that Twitter is giving him all of the information. So lawyers for Tesla and SpaceX's CEO Elon Musk threatened in a letter to Twitter dated today that he was not getting this information, and he said he's been asking for it since May 9th, which is about a month after he offered to buy the company, and he wants to do that so that he can evaluate the 229 million accounts on Twitter and try and determine for himself how many of them are fake. Now, Twitter's CEO has said the company has consistently estimated that less than 5% of Twitter accounts are fake and has disclosed those estimates to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for years, but has said those estimates might be low. This is a long-time fixation for Elon Musk. He is one of Twitter's most active celebrity users, and so his name and likeness often appears in fake accounts that are promoting cryptocurrency scams. And it seems to be the fact that Elon Musk thinks that other people are also experiencing similar issues, and he's also concerned for advertisers taking out ads on the platform based on how many real people, excuse me, they expect to reach. So experts are saying that Elon Musk cannot just unilaterally walk away from the deal or place it on hold, but he is definitely acting as if he can. Now, if he walks away, he could be on the hook for a $1 billion fee for breaking up the deal. The Twitter agreement allows him to get out of the deal if there is a material adverse effect caused by the company, and that is defined as a change that negatively affects Twitter's business or financial conditions. So Twitter not necessarily giving him the information that he's looking for regarding fake accounts might not rise to that level. Now, fully in the entertainment world, let's talk about an amazing show that's coming to town. Comedian Iliza Shlesinger will be here on July 23rd. She is coming to town to film her 6th Netflix special, and that'll be at Connor Palace in Playhouse Square. Again, that's on July 23rd. So I talked with her this week on my 3 Things to Know podcast about why Cleveland, why she ended up here in the land and beat out all the other cities that were possibly in contention for taping of the special. We also talk about what it's like for her being a new mom and how she is processing that in the public eye. And she has a new book coming out that is called All Things Aside. It's a book of personal commentary essays, so we talk about that. That's available for pre-order now. And lots of other conversation just about her comedy in general. So if you're a comedy fan, I recommend you check it out. You can go to WKYC.com/3 Things to Know. It's on every podcast platform. It's also on our WKYC YouTube page and our Instagram page. Now remember, that show is July 23rd. There's a 7 p.m. show and a 9:30 p.m. show, so you can catch that. And we have the link for tickets on WKYC.com. Now back to the Browns for a moment, because the Cleveland Browns have agreed to a 1-year deal with running back D'Ernest Johnson. They came to terms on Saturday, and it's worth up to $2.43 million with $900,000 guaranteed. That's according to D'Ernest Johnson's agent. And last season, Johnson did a pretty good job filling in for Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt when they were injured. So they're hoping that will continue for D'Ernest Johnson. Gives him some guaranteed money and some salary cap flexibility for the Browns in this deal. And he's also become a fan favorite, by the way. If you do remember, before being signed as an unsigned free agent in 2019 with the Browns, he worked on a fishing boat in Florida. Now he's playing football for a significant amount of money. So congratulations to D'Ernest Johnson. And congratulations to wrestling fans, because the WWE Monday Night Raw is coming back to Cleveland's Rocket Mortgage FieldHouse. It'll be for the 2nd time this year. It was here on March 7th, and it'll be back on Monday, August 8th. The tickets for the August show go on sale this Friday, June 10th at rocketmortgagefieldhouse.com. There will be a match between Cody Rhodes and Cleveland native Mike the Miz Mizanin. Remember, we talked with him on the 3 Things to Know podcast when he was on Dancing with the Stars. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk with him again ahead of the WWE show coming here. Although we should note, Cody Rhodes did announce on Sunday that he has a torn pectoral muscle, so not exactly sure how that might impact an August taping, but we will find out. And one more thing to let you know before we go here. This is a big crowd pleaser here in Cleveland. It's maybe one of the most popular events at the Cleveland Metroparks Zoo, and it's the Asian Lantern Festival, and it's coming back. It starts on July 6th, so 1 month from today. And you can get tickets in advance at futureforwildlife.org/lanterns. We have that linked on WKYC.com. So it'll run from July 6th to August 21st, and there will be 1,000 illuminated lanterns lighting up the zoo after dark. This will be the largest, one of the largest displays yet for the Asian Lantern Festival. It will include a 100-foot-long, 4-story tall palace, a sprawling Chinese garden along Waterfowl Lake, and 6 giant walk-through lanterns. So you will really get to immerse yourself in the festival. Cleveland Metroparks Chief Marketing Officer Kelly Manderfield said they cannot wait for people to see one of the most complex displays yet. Walkthrough hours are 6:30 to 10:30 p.m. Thursday through Sunday, and there are a limited number of drive-through opportunities available on Wednesday nights. So check that out. We've got everything you need to know on WKYC.com. All right, that's it for your 3 News Now update today for Monday, June 6th, and I will see you all back here tomorrow with more 3 News Now.